Okay, here's my trellises. My noodle beans finally took off and they're doing wonderfully. I don't know if you can see the beans hanging down, but they're pretty cool. I actually kind of like them. I haven't quite figured out how well I like them yet, but I've eaten them a couple times so far. My cucumbers finally started climbing the trellis. I've got sweet potatoes lining up this side, cucumbers in the middle, and sweet potatoes climbing up this side. And then my watermelons, oh my gosh, blacktail watermelons. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in bags so far. I've got another little one right in there that I haven't bagged up yet. Another little one right there that's putting on. So that's a gob of watermelons. And it's only 3 plants. So it's doing really well. I'm going to have to stake up my zinnia. It's falling down, poor thing. And this side of this trellis is my purple pole beans. And they're starting to wind down. I mean, they're still putting on, but they're not quite as prolific. I've had some Japanese beetle problems with them. Not really had any bean beetles up here yet, but I did down in the other garden. And what I did was, I trimmed off a lot of the leaves out of the bottom here, and I actually started some more so that they'll climb up over top of these. When these kind of quit, I'll have more climbing up. I don't know how that's going to work. We'll see. My peppers are doing pretty good, and tomatoes all the way to the top of their stakes. I've been having to trim them off, and that one over there is having a little bit of trouble. See, it's kind of droopy. The sun's kind of weird, but I'm not sure if it's drooping or what it's doing, but it's got plenty of tomatoes on it. I did prune back most of the lower vegetation and kind of topped them so they don't get any taller than this. And then I've got those tomatoes down there, same thing. I kind of pruned them back so they don't get out of control. And then this I'm really excited about. I love this. This is it's actually rhubarb and asparagus, but then I planted all this other stuff in there. Most of this other stuff is, well, quite a bit of it is annual, so it'll be this year, and then the asparagus, which is getting crowded out in the center, can have a chance to grow. And I've got lemon bee balm and chamomile and coxcomb and balsam and zinnias and borage. Got a little yarrow right down in there. I had poppies over here. They're pretty much done. And back over here on this cucumber garden with the zinnia that's falling down, I've only got like 3 purple cabbages left to harvest. I got some carrots right in there, a kale plant all by itself. I planted these beans. I was thinking they was bush beans. They're not, so I had to put up a teepee for them so they can climb. Here's my carrots. I really kind of was worried about them because they weren't doing much, but they are now. They're getting pretty big. See the top on that one? I don't know if you can see the top on that one or not. Let's see. There. See the top on that one? That one too. Got some Asian mustard in here. I put some potatoes in there to see if I can get a late crop of potatoes. And I got kale down through there. And these are peanuts. Just 2 peanut plants. They're just going everywhere. Hopefully I get some peanuts out of it. I got some radishes in there that are bolting, and I've got a a balloon flower I started. I got some Elias Craig onions in there. This is lemongrass right here. And that is a Tabasco pepper. They take a long time to get started, but once they get going, then they get prolific. I've got one of those down in the ground garden that's covered in peppers. And it was the last one to actually start putting on anything, and now it's the biggest pepper plant I got. Anyway, that's it for up here. I'm not gonna bore you guys too much. Talk to you later. Bye.